You ready?
Do you need a drape?
No. She's a patient. She needs a surgeon. I'm a surgeon.
Ann Chickering was doomed from the moment that the cancer was found. There's a bravery to Bertie that is perhaps more stout than any other character on the show.
For him to go out on a limb like that just showed what he's willing to sacrifice, which is essentially his reputation as a surgeon in a brand new hospital.
It's torn to bits.
Holes everywhere. Her lips are blue. She's hypoxic.
Dr. Chickering, what in God's name are you doing? In God's name, I'm trying to save my mother!
Jumping in there and trying to save her, that was unsuccessful, but gross.
I'm not clean, but the instrument is.
It was a half prosthetic person, so we had a head, a neck, and a torso, I believe. The neck prosthetic was incredible. There were all sorts of tubes and devices being stuck inside, and down to the minutest detail. There's no sense that it's not real.
Harvest some tissue from below the thyroid cartilage and use that to patch the space on the tracheal rings.
In the 1890s, with the development of new surgical instruments and techniques, laryngectomy came into the forefront, but it was a problematic case at the time, and we see the usual result. The patient dies.
Let her go.
They held on so tight, and this was the result. Zoya and Nika.
Zachary finds these two girls in a sideshow. Once he examines them and hears their real story, there's no way he's not going to help these girls.
I believe it might be possible to separate you.
It's a big operation in this season. So that was one I was very intrigued to see how Justin was going to make that work.
Basically, from here to here, with the connection in between, is like a giant clamshell prosthetic to make it completely seamless.
It all came together brilliantly. The girls they cast were fantastic.
One girl's a little bit shorter than the other girl. So we actually had to balance the two out with shoes and costume so they weren't tugging and pulling at weird angles with each other.
Even though the girls were, not really conjoined twins, to see them conjoined and to have to walk separately but together, it's something that people are going to be really entranced by.
How many other girls do I have to watch smile, holding an invitation, before I get one?
It was good fun playing that with Eve, and from that scene, you can see that there's an interesting power dynamic between the two of them.
It's sort of the beginning of Lucy testing out how much control she has over Henry and how far can she push this guy.
I hope people can see the glass.
Doesn't bother me.
Henry likes to think that he's got the power and the confidence and the upper hand at all times. And clearly Lucy shows up and shows who's really boss.
What's the matter?
It's very fun, but you do have to sort of figure out how you're going to do sort of the mechanics of it.
Yeah, I think we rehearsed it once, and we were both feeling quite awkward about it. Maybe I should stop so you can gather your thoughts. No. Oh, poor Charlie.
Ladies and gentlemen, these three people are now in a state of hypnosis.
Hypnotism was a very popular new idea.
They don't even say the word subconscious, right? It doesn't exist. This is really the nascent days of understanding it.
In terms of solving people's addiction, if you can change their mindset, maybe that's potentially a way of curing addiction.
When I blow on you, you will wake, and you will no longer be interested in smoking your pipe.
At season one, my lowly kind didn't run in with the doctors very much. This season, I got a couple of scenes to bring the lower class up and rub it in the face of the upper class.
It's your pipe. No, that ain't mine.
Yes, it is. No. Do you want it?
You bet your ass I do.
Even Thackeray has to step back and laugh at the absurdity of what he's doing.
Not the smartest choice to use for that little experiment.
You're gonna pick me? Yeah, you deserve it.
Go on, get out.